Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Arena Cube draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I want to give a huge shout out to Wizards of the Coast. Thank you so much for sponsoring me this week, giving me free packs, free gems, and helping me produce videos, promoting my content, all that stuff. I really do appreciate it. Also, a quick reminder to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below with any questions or feedback. It does help me out a lot, and I appreciate it. Also, if you want to catch me streaming live, you can find me at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. But let's dive on into this Arena Cube draft here. Okie doke, starting things off, pack one, pick one. I'm not going to lie, I think Torbran might just be the correct pick. Mono Red has seemed very open to me in a lot of my drafts, and Torbran is like a really good card in Mono Red. Experimental Frenzy is also pretty good in Mono Red decks, but I think Torbran's just the best here. Nobody seems to draft Mono Red. It's not forcing. I'm just going to take the Mono Red card and then see what happens from there. Never fear, Atacall. Today's video for my YouTube channel is a very excellent example of why Red is underdrafted, how to draft it, that type of thing. Other cards that are consideration in this pack are like Night Pack Ambusher. This could be a really cool card in a flash deck that just focuses on having instants. But the thing is saying, oh, I'm going to play Mono Red is a pretty committal thing by taking a Torbran. But like Ethereal Absolution is one of the best cards in this pack, and that's also a very committal card because it's gold. Night Pack Ambusher might be a single colored card, but it only really thrives in a certain deck. So I think that Torbran's actually like all the cards in this pack are pretty committal in that way. Okie doke, and then we can just follow it up with Anax, another great card from the red deck. What else would I even consider here? I mean, maybe even Charging Monsters or Wheels. What else is good in this pack? If I had taken the Night Pack Ambusher, which was the only other card that was remotely close, it just kind of becomes apparent that I would be kind of screwed in this pack because there's just nothing for a Night Pack Ambusher deck. And going Torbran into Anax is great. Curious Obsession is pretty solid. Staggering Insight is like a similar card to Curious Obsession. They want to both go in Flyers decks, things like that. But this is great. This card will probably wheel. But yeah, getting a Torbran pick one is a really good way to get into Mono Red. And so we're just going to take the Anax here. Pick 3. Flame Sweep, not really what we're looking for. So this is an interesting pack. If we wanted to be super committal, which I kind of want to, we could take like a Goblin Banner, Flame Sweep. I don't think we want Flame Sweep. We could take like a Castle Embereth or a Goblin Banner. But I don't think we really need to do that at this point in the draft. I mean, we do have two great cards for a Mono Red deck. And Castle Embereth is great in Mono Red. It also works really well with Anax. Dryad Greenseeker is a really good card in this cube, I think. It's like a 2-drop that just provides you a ton of card advantage. I love Mind Stone, though Mind Stone's not great in Mono Red. There's also just like some random cards like Shadow Spear, which is a good card against Mono Red. I don't think we want Shadow Spear because we don't really care about the lifelink. We're just going to kill them really quickly. I think we could just take Castle Embereth and then hope to get Goblin Banner back. This is pick 3, and there's not a great Mono Red card, but we have some incentive to play Mono Red. I think we're just going to take the Embereth over the Mind Stone. And now pick 3. Oh yeah, we're rolling. We're rolling. Rimrock Knight is fantastic. Works really well with all the cards that we have. Skewer the Critics is also good. I don't love Kiln Fiend as much, but I definitely would play it in my Mono Red deck. I think Skewer the Critics is my second pick out of the pack compared to Rimrock Knight. You just really want to make sure you get good 2-drops, and Rimrock Knight is one of the best because it not only is a great card to play on turn 2 because it hits really hard, but it also bumps up the damage of your other small creatures, which is nice. And it also works really well with Goblin Banner, which will probably wheel. And now Scorching Dragonfire over Risk Factor. I generally don't love Risk Factor. I think it can do good work and is definitely a card you consider, but I'd rather get the Scorching Dragonfire. Cryptic Caves is also a pretty good card in Mono Red because you have all your lands on one color, so being colorless doesn't really affect you. But you don't really need land 5 a lot of the time in Mono Red, and so you can just get that extra card. But I like Scorching over Risk Factor. It just lets you keep hitting them, and it's pretty nice for that reason. I think after that, I'd take Risk Factor and then the Cryptic Caves. Crash Through, not great. We'll just take the Crystalline Giant. Still just a great card. Not really a Skittering Surveyor deck or a Claim the Firstborn deck. But yeah, Crystalline Giant can definitely do good work. Surprised to see that still in the pack. Scorch Spitter is fantastic. What the heck is this draft? That's a late Eldest Reborn. Late. Not enough to get us off the path. Scorch Spitter is also insane with Torbrin. Just does 6 damage to them. I mean, if it hits them. Which isn't the most likely thing. Let's see who else is in the pod. We're getting passed by Hydrius. The Jace Avatar gives it away that they're going to not play blue. Got him. But yeah, we're just going to jam the Scorch Spitter here. And then a Weaselback Redcap, I think, is... I don't love the Akroan War in this type of deck, because I think it's much better in a deck where you're going to be sacrificing things, and in this deck you're not really doing that. I think getting a good 1-drop like Weaselback is just really nice. It can pump itself, so it can punch through a lot of the time. Rowdy Crew's not great. I don't love the Akroan War, though. Yeah. Forcing them to attack you is kind of nice, but it's also relatively expensive, so let's just get another 1-drop. Experimental Frenzy came back, and Nightpack Ambusher came back. That's funny. But yeah, we're just going to take a Frenzy here. Nice top-end card. I do like Captivating Crew. Taking control of stuff is nice. We don't really want Electrostatic Field. We're not that type of deck. I think Experimental Frenzy is just the best card here. We have a pretty cheap deck overall at this point in time. And it's just a nice little card. Works pretty well. Crew is definitely an option there. Okay, and then we get the Monster Sword that we wanted. We might not play Experimental Frenzy if we get some more top-end cards, but I think it's probably going to be pretty good. There might be an argument for taking some of these cards in case we wanted to splash white, but I don't think we want to. We have a Torbrin, which is triple red, Annex, which is double red, and Monster Sword is just a great card. And Banner Ray came back. I don't hate Mind Stone, but Banner Ray does work well with Rimrock Knight. Banner Ray is like a slightly better Weaselback Redcap, so good to get another good 1-drop. Skewer the Critics came back. This is why Mono Red is just... It's just nobody drafts it. It's not like it would be an inherently better deck. It's just nobody takes any of the cards that are Mono Red cards. Like, just getting literally everything. We'll just crash through. We're not going to play it. Okay, so I don't think we want Experimental Frenzy as much, given that we now have... what was the card? Risk Factor. Risk Factor is a really not non-bow with Experimental Frenzy, so we don't want both of those, I don't think. Here, we'll just take a Tectonic Giant over Lava Coil. I like the Tectonic Giant. It's a nice top-end card. I'm not really missing out on the Captivating Crew. I mean, sure, it's a fine 4-drop, but Experimental Frenzy can also be good. So we could still end up with a version that wants it. It's just, we're more likely to not want it now. I mean, we already have so many good cards for this deck. Skargan Hellkite's amazing. Phoenix of Ash is pretty good too. I like Phoenix of Ash a lot. Just hits really hard and lets you use the graveyard to your advantage. I think Hellkite's probably better. Awesome boost. I'm so glad you found it helpful. I think Hellkite's a little bit better than Phoenix. But let's see our curve. Well, that was not helpful. We have a decent number of 3-drops. We're probably not playing Risk Factor and Frenzy, so let's just put both in the sideboard for now so we don't get too confused here. Maybe we'd rather just have the Phoenix because it's cheaper. 5 mana 4/4 Flying Haste is okay, is solid, but we have a Monster Sword, which is a very similar effect anyway. Let's just take the Phoenix. Being able to use our graveyard is really nice. Like, having one escape card so that we always have something to do with our mana is really, really helpful. Risk Factor also kind of helps with the... do stuff with our mana plan. Ragehound, solid card. It's not, like, as good in this spot. There's also Angrath, which is nice because giving all our stuff Menace is good, but I think we just want a 2-drop. Like, look at our curve. We don't really have any 2-drops. We only have a Rimrock Knight and Ragehound, similar to the Phoenix of Ash in how it lets us use our graveyard. It's so nice to be able to ignore the rest of the pack. Like, just does so much. I'm not sure how good this Experimental Frenzy is. We'll keep it in for now, I guess. Okay, now there's a Gitu Lava Runner. There's also a Forgotten Cave, which I think is going to be the pick. We already have 3 1-drops, and Forgotten Cave really makes it harder to flood out. With Castle Embereth and Forgotten Cave, we can play 17 lands and have a pretty good ways to spend our mana no matter what. I do like the Gitu Lava Runner, but it's not even as good in our deck because we have 1, 2, 3 instants and sorcery, so let's just take the Forgotten Cave. And now there's nothing for us. We don't want an Evolving Wilds. We don't want a Cathartic Reunion. This is definitely not a Cathartic Reunion deck, so let's just take one of them. Let's just take an irritating card that we don't want to face, which would be just Figure. That's the card we would least like to face, I think, probably. Not that the odds of us playing against any of these cards are very high. Sure, we'll take a Shield Breaker. I actually don't think Shield Breaker is very good in this cube because there's not a ton of artifacts. Having a 2-mana 2/1 is not the worst, but it's not the best either. Mutiny's also solid. But we might need a 2-drop. And then this pack has everything we'd ever want. I think we just take Lightning Strike here. I think Perforce's Intervention is pretty good. For 2 mana, you can deal 2 damage to something. And this does 3 damage, but it can go face, which is really nice. Heartfire is also solid. Dang. We went from like Shield Breaker, which is quite poor, to Lightning Strike, which is amazing. This can also give us a nice Trample body. I think we're going to take Lightning Strike. It's just more efficient. Cheaper. Fire Prophecy solid. Infuriate's also solid, but I like Fire Prophecy better. Also helps us with Flood. Things like that. Lava Coil came back. We don't want Sarkhan's Unsealing. Nope. Sure, we'll take Temple of Abandon. So we almost have a fully playable deck after 2 packs. So pack 3 is going to be good. I have 3 1-drops. Hopefully not going to have to play Shield Breaker. Now that we have the Lava Coil, I'm wishing we didn't have to Lightning Strike as much. But it's still always going to be good. We have some decent burn to the face, which is nice. That makes Experimental Frenzy a nice like card in the deck, I think. Our deck is looking quite good here. 3 1-drops. Angrath. Probably not going to make the cut, but it could. We don't have as many creatures.
Here be monsters.
And Gitu Lava Runner came back. Could be okay. Probably not the best in our deck. Like, we just have a 2-pack deck. Because there's just so much support for mono red and nobody drafts it. Like, there could easily be 2 mono red drafters in a pod, I think. The Skargan Hellkite did not wheel. Not a surprise there. But yeah, this deck is looking quite good. It's got great ways to spend its mana. Heartfire came back. That's actually a great card. Might actually just main deck that. Wow, Bone Crusher Giant's fantastic. Other than that, this pack is a complete whiff because there's no mono red cards. We're not going to really want Entrancing Lyre, but Bone Crusher Giant's a fantastic addition. More burn, more good 3-drops. Really good addition to the deck. Holy smokes. Rekindling Phoenix, thank you very much. Dragon Master Outcast isn't really a mono red card in the conventional sense. Like, sure, you can play it in mono red, it'll be solid, but you would much rather have this in like a ramp deck that can get extra lands into play sooner than turn 6 naturally casting it. Patient Rebuilding's also good. Chandra's pretty good in this deck because you do actually have some cheap instants and sorceries like Fire Prophecy, Heartfire, Lava Coil, things like that. The Rekindling Phoenix is just unreal. Such a good card. I don't think we really want risk factor. Like, we don't need it. Oh my gosh, and then we get the Rampaging Ferocidon. This card's also insane. We just have all the cards we could ever want, pretty much. That's my experience with mono red so far. It's just like you get everything you ever want, and nobody drafts any of the red cards. First picking Torbran was such a good decision. Okay. So we'll take this. Let's decide on our... I don't think we want the Frenzy. We have a lot of stuff to spend our mana on. And now Banefire is fantastic. Just a nice late game win con. Draco Seth is just too expensive for this type of deck. But yeah, Banefire is great. I don't think we want a Lava Runner necessarily. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of our instants and sorcerers are attached to creatures. We're not going to play Fires. Let's just take the Inferno, even though we aren't going to play it. We have Anax and Torbran. Yeah, we're definitely not in the market for any of these cards. Chain Whirler, yep. Don't mind if I do. Unreal. Just the stone cold nuts. Nobody plays mono red. This deck is great. Sure, this is technically a mono red card. It's not really what I'm looking for, but like if you had a deck that wasn't like literally perfect, like where you get every card you want, then this card's definitely a playable. Because like you're gonna oftentimes run out of cards. And then you just discard your like couple lands you have extra, but we're not gonna need that. Discard your hand, then draw 3. Exile 8 other cards from your graveyard. Escapes with a +1/+1 counter on it. I think we don't really want the Experimental Frenzy. It'll be pretty good. Oh my gosh, yes! We got Steamkin! I was like wondering which card we could possibly get that we didn't already have, and Steamkin is the perfect 2-drop for the deck. Pack 3, pick 8, last possible chance to get it. That's amazing. Do we want Heartfire? Probably not. We probably would rather have Lava Coil than Fire Prophecy. Yeah, this was our first pack. It doesn't have anything for us. Take Elspeth Nightmare. Yay, Chandra came back. I'm not sure we'll want it, but...
Hey, don't start any fires without me.
We can do some work. We don't want Steel Overseer. So we don't have as many 2-drops, but we have 3 good 1-drops. 4 1 good 1-drops, depending on how many instants and sorceries play. Probably not in the market for a Gichu Lava Runner, though. I think we'll play the Shield Breaker. We just need another 2-drop. Yep, Draco Sith came back around, of course it did. I'm just deciding which cards we need to play, and we have like 20, we have 2 lands here. Yep. So we have 3 1-drops that are all good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 2-drops. This is also a 2-drop in many senses, because we'll cast it as shock a lot of the time first. Wow, just Platinum Angel, lol. I don't think we want the Chandra. Like, it's just not really necessary. It like makes a couple 1/1s. It lets us recast like a Fire Prophecy sometimes. But we're not playing the Chandra. This is 17 lands here, but we have a lot of cards that we want to play. Chandra's so good. Yeah, I don't think so. Like, create 2 1/1s. We don't really have sacrifice stuff. I like the Monster Sword as a top end card. We're playing 17 lands, so we'll get to turn like land 5 a decent amount of the time. We have pretty good 4-drops. We could cut Mechagodzilla, but he's kind of like a one-guy win condition. 1 card win con. These are kind of top end cards. We have some nice mana sinks at the low end. The Shield Breaker is sketchy. It's like one of the worst cards. Unless we kill an artifact, in which case it's a pretty good card. So what else do we have in this deck? How many instants and sorcerers are in this build right now? 6. So Lava Runner's not great. Heartfire, we already have like Lightning Strike. A lot of cards already kind of fill that role. We have Risk Factor we could play. Yeah, if we were playing Chandra, I think we'd want to play Heartfire because it's a good combo. Experimental Frenzy's always like an option. Jeez, this is a tricky build. I think our biggest spot for cuts is these like 4 removal spells. But we have Skewer and Lightning Strike that can both go face. Also, Embereth is one of our worst cards. I like having 3 1-drops. Our 4-drops are all pretty good. I like Monster Sword at the top. Risk Factor, Frenzy. Angrath to some degree is potentially a playable that we would want. Frenzy and Risk Factor are the biggest two. They're going to have to play a creature though, Fringed. If they don't play a creature to kill with Lava Coil, then we're like chilling. Like, they just die to our creatures then. Because we do have 17 creatures. Frenzy, Risk Factor, Lava Runner, and Heartfire are like the 4 closest to playable. I don't think we want the Heartfire, especially without the Chandra. So Frenzy, Risk Factor, and Lava Runner. We already have 3 1-drops, so I don't think we want Lava Runner. So then it's between Frenzy and Risk Factor. And do I want either of those over an Embereth Shield Breaker? I think this is kind of a 2-drop in many ways. And then we definitely don't want both Risk Factor and Frenzy because that's such a non-bo because they just give us the cards if we have Experimental Frenzy in play. I don't love Risk Factor. Frenzy feels like it's sometimes unbeatable. So I think that's more likely to make the cut. So let's cut the Shield Breaker for a Frenzy and then play it like this. And then we can try, if that doesn't work out, we'll just add back in the Shield Breaker for Frenzy. But I think this is going to be pretty good. And also we have Steamkin, which is a great combo with the Frenzy. But yeah, that's going to do it for this draft. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, especially those who support at the credits level. I really do appreciate all of your support. If you would like to give back to my channel, help me continue producing high quality content, and unlock some pretty cool rewards in the process, be sure to check out the Patreon at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. But without further ado, let's get to the matches. Round 1, we're on the draw, but we have a great hand. One build I've been considering, discussing with chat, is the idea of cutting Frenzy and a land and just playing the Shield Breaker and the Lava Runner to have some extra stuff to do. So I can kill this with a Skewer. But I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, maybe I do want to do that. No, we're not, because Torburn is so good with it. We're just going to shock face if they don't do anything here. Or we'll shock that. That's a fine target. I guess I could have waited to see if they wanted to attack. The 1/4 body is not a huge problem. They're going to have to chump or just take an insane amount of damage. They're Esper. That's okay. If they have Essence Scatter, it's a little bit sad. This is going to do 3 damage. And they'll take 6, so they'll go to 9. Let's just attack with this guy, though. Bummer. So, regretting not doing the extra hit with the Scorch Spitter. This is why Monster Sword is amazing. They're going to need a discard spell to win this game, because Banefire X equals 5 is coming. Exiles a card. We'll get rid of Phoenix.
Fade into the shadows.
Kill that. If they make us discard Banefire, it's a problem, but you know. I think their discard spell would probably be a targeted discard spell. And this is uncounterable. So all we care about is a targeted discard spell. Easy peasy. Got the win. Let's see if I can make the deck a little better with some tweaks. I'll see you in the next round. Roll, but we won the draw absurd hand roll. One, two, three, four. We now even have 1 into 1 drop plus Rimrock Knight. If we want. So if we do this play, so I'm going to hit them for 2 here. If I do this, I'm going to hit them for 4. They'll go to 16, and then I'll have this in play. And then the following turn, I'll hit them for 2 more, plus I'll hit them for 1 more. So if I hit them this turn, this will do 2 damage this turn, and then this, but this next, yeah, I'm just going to play this guy. Because a 3/1 is going to do more damage over the long run. That's awesome, Wingspare. Yeah, Mono Red got me a very good 7-0 yesterday. Oh, this is going to work out well. Got him. Night Pack Amateur, thank goodness they don't have it. Okay, let's go. How are you gonna kill Phoenix, buddy? Phoenix is great. Protects me from any board wipes too, which is nice. It really doesn't feel fair, does it? Like, they even flashed in their Preserver to get that nice value, and then it just died. Oh. Yeah. He'll trade with my Rimrock Knight. It goes to my graveyard. I know. It does not recur for them. I'm going to try to shock them. Just going to cycle this land. La da da dee, la da da doo. Sure thing, buddy. Okay. They're dead. I just shocked this thing. Got him. That's a GG. Feels good, man. Welcome to another round. Pretty good hand here. Hello, Sujav. Runaway Steamkin is absurd. I play against so many blue decks. I had to do it. Don't want to lose my guy for nothing. The 2/2's also just irritating. I'm going to have to kill it anyway. No, the Thassa's Oracle. Okay. So now I actually have a turn decision. I can play the Steamkin and the Weaselback, which seems like my best bet. Or I can just play Phoenix of Ash. I'm gonna play the Steamkin plus Weaselback. Get the Steamkin rolling. Next turn I can Lightning Strike the Oracle plus pump Weaselback. They could have negate. They could have a bounce spell or something. Yikes. Wrecked. They have all the colors. We'll give them the shock land. They might take the 2 lands. Yeah. This would be a good time to draw Frenzy, I'm sure. They can block it with their borrower. Yeah, we haven't drawn any of our most insane cards. That's a good one. I should have played my land so I could double pump the Weasel back. Yeah, I knew they'd be coming with that. This way, if I draw a land, I can bring this back and still pump it. They're in trouble still. There are no insane cards in mono red. Have you ever seen Embercleave? Hey, Blue Spirit Lady. Oh, they're so dead. Torbran, yeah. I like this better than playing the Rage Hound. I'm just going to get as much damage in as I can at the moment. 3, 7, 8, 9. 3, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, Exaxes. Let's go. This deck is great. Awesome stuff, Rov. I'll check it out. Well, I'll see you folks in the next round. The round, this is a fantastic hand again. Anything with Torbran's really quite good. Also, Torbran plus Rampaging Ferocidon is absurd. Gonna lead with a Rage Hound. Indeed, Chattily. We opened a Torbran. What am I to do when opening a Torbran? I think we've been on the draw a lot of the games too, which makes the games a lot closer. Oh yeah, they're screwed. They are so screwed. Rage Hound into Ferocidon into Torbran. Like 3-0 or something. We'll let this die, we don't really care. I kind of don't care about the Elspeth's Nightmare. I just have to make sure I don't play Phoenix of Ash while I know they have it. Let's try to bait him in. Can you imagine if they take the land here, how proud I'm going to be? Dang it. Almost got him. Oh, right, I can't play Torbran either. Oops. This is fine. I'll just wait on playing Torbran for a couple turns here. It does kill Torbran. I wasn't even thinking about that aspect. I hope they miss a land drop. That'd be really funny. I feel like I always lose the Atris sub game. We're gonna bait them in with our Goblin Banner. Hey, they cast it for no value. That's hilarious. Get wrecked, buddy. So they take 5. Yeah, they're so dead. We don't even have a hit for this. They just cast it for the heck of it. Yeah. Have fun, opponent. You're so script. They just cast the Elspeth Nightmare because they had nothing to do. Even if they have Time Wipe, we still get our Phoenix. We get our Rekindling Phoenix. And kill them. We have Phoenix of Ash, Bone Crusher. Yeah, they just dead. I was like, oh wait, I lost the Atreus subgame so hard. I just gave them everything they wanted. I think they might have missed a land drop. Like they might have needed a land. But yeah, funny stuff. Another round. We're finally on the play. Let's go. Hype. Ah, the decision. Do I pump this guy or do I just play the Phoenix? Probably pump him. Just maximize my damage output. Ideally, I would just draw Runaway Steamkin, and it wouldn't matter. Hey, Tups, how's it going? I think mono red is the way in this cube. Oh my gosh. If you hit this button, it changes which form of cub it is. That's OP. Holy smokes. I'm doing great. I've drafted mono red twice in a row, and both times it's been absurd because nobody drafts it. Oh my gosh, life is good. So they're playing a red deck, so I'm not going to pump. I'm just going to hold up stuff because they could just play something I want to kill. And, yeah. If they're a red deck, they're more likely to. No matter. I think I'm going to play this. Because then the following turn I can play Spitter plus something. Yeah, I think if it's open, it's insane. And I just happen to always have opponents that don't draft it, ever. Okay. You may regret that in a little bit, opponent. We're going to hold it up again. They gotta have something. Maybe it won't die to a 3 damage spell. But I want to have the path clear for my Scorch Spitter when I draw a land for my Torbran. Okay, that didn't work out the way I was hoping. I'll get a token when it dies. That worked out. So I missed out on like 4 damage by not pumping Weasel back. So I can exile this. The bummer. Well, that's really good for me. Would I trade this token for 1 point of damage? Like if they block here, they take 4. So this token's never doing 4 damage, right? It gets close with Torbran, but I think if Annex sticks around, we're okay with that. Yep. I don't mind them drawing a card. I have my Rekindling Phoenix in play now. Next turn I play Torbran with 3 tokens. Cube is fun. And I even have Lightning Strike to do 3 extra damage at some point. Captivating crew, that's totally okay. Yeah, that's A-okay with me, buddy. If I do that, then they can take this. Yeah, I think it's a little bit risky, so let's just do this. So we're 1 point of damage off. If they take control of this with like Act of Treason or something, I can Lightning Strike it. They're basically dead though. If I'd pumped this guy a single time, it would have worked out better. Like if they'd played Midnight Reaper on one of those turns. Sure, kill him, Fiend. So I have 3 blockers. Let's just say they kill this. They can't possibly kill all my tokens and Torbran and they can't kill Torbran and Phoenix. I mean, they can block Phoenix, but they can't kill Torbran and all my tokens. Like, they could have Heartless Act. And then even then, I would still have my token. And if they kill everything, then I can bring stuff back with Phoenix. I could have just brought back this Phoenix. And swung immediately. Okay, so they kill that, and they don't quite die. Okay, I definitely did the math badly there. That was terrible math. My bad. Face was auto-win. Yeah, probably. Terrible play. I butchered that last turn so hard. That was a butchering turn. Yeah, that was, yikes. Yikers. Well, chat, I'll see you in the next round. Okie doke, we're on the play. Frenzy's not looking insane here, but we're going to keep this hand, I think. Bone Crusher Giant is just a really nice turn 2, turn 3 play. So we'll kill something and then play it as a 3-drop and then play Phoenix and just crush them. Hopefully. That's the goal. If not, we'll just go face with this so that we can play Crusher on 3. But hopefully they play a 2-drop so we can get some value. Okay. Face is the place, I guess. Once we empty our hand, Frenzy's going to be amazing. Phoenix is just so hard to answer cleanly. Yikes. So we can kill the giant killer with like a Dragonfire. Okay, we're just gonna kill both their creatures. Or we could just play Chain Whirler. Let's just do that. Like, if they tap this and play a 3-drop, we're probably just gonna win. I'm glad I made that choice. Land me. Oh, no, not a land. Well, that's a good draw anyway. I'm not being... Oh, this has first strike, doesn't it? That was objectively bad. My bad. I thought this did not have first strike. Cringe. Well, I am bad. Clearly. Yikers. I lost my Phoenix for nothing, but we could still win this. Oh my gosh. It was all a clever ploy, sacrificing my Phoenix for no value. I think if they could have killed the Ferocidon, they would have. Then again, I'm not an expert. Oh my gosh, we could win this. Don't kill it now. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I know what 9 Lives is. Yeah, the card looks interesting for sure, especially for limited. So if they don't kill Ferocidon and hit me, and then we win? They didn't kill it last turn, and I imagine they would have. Wow, I completely blew this game. I just forgot this card had first strike. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies. Oh man, opponent. Man. Burn, baby, burn. Yay! Hooray! We win! Well, that was funny. Completely blew that and still won. Nice. Ferocidon hype. Yeah, Ferocidon was insane. Okie doke, we're on the draw. We actually have a hand that I'm going to mulligan because it doesn't really do anything. Sure, Frenzy's okay, but yeah, we just have a lot of expensive cards, not a lot of cheap ones. This hand's better. We have some interaction. We'll keep this one. And we'll ditch one of these burn spells. Probably the Skewer. It just came to me. AG Pennypacker. I think we're going to get rid of Skewer. Basically, I first picked Torbran, and then it worked out. This hand will really come together if we draw one more land. Oh, that's going to be good for me. If we draw a land, yeah, perfect. Then we get to kill these for free. I'm just going to say it. That was a pretty good turn. Next turn we can Dragonfire plus Scorch Spitter. And the creature dies. So it's an aggro mirror, eh? This also exiles. So now if they try to play a creature, they just could die. That's a shame. I don't want to die to Infuriate, so we're just going to do this. They're black-red. They don't really have ways to gain life, so we might just Banefire for... we'll just Banefire for 3 next turn after Scorch Spitter hits them. Well, that's really bad. But if we draw a land, we'll still be fine. That'll do it. Maybe. No? Oh yeah, it does. I think. Yeah. No. It does not. So I have to attack with everything. They'll eat there, eat there. Then I shoot that. I don't actually lose my Underworld Rage Hound because they have to sack this before. Oh no, because of first strike. It works that way for them. Perfect. Huh. Board is clear. Sure, Angrath.
Seen water burn? You will. The only prize I desire is your head.
You may be wondering why I'm attacking the Angrath. It's because I don't want them to have a 4/4. Like, sure. And now I just hit them face. Lightning strike them. And they're dead. Yikers. Okay. If they attack, I'll shoot the Angrath. Boom, and then I block. That was a weird game. No, because I can only Banefire for X equals 1, so I could put them to 1 because they were at 5 life. Yeah. But yeah, or I could have Banefired them for 4. It was lethal at some point, but I just was gonna just survive and then kill them with the Banefire. It didn't really matter when. But yeah, 7-0, undefeated. I'm now 14-0 overall with Mono Red, back-to-back drafts. So if you're trying to win this format, I wouldn't say force it, because if someone else is going for it, you can't force it. But if you get like a good payoff, like Torbran early on, or a Runaway Steamkin, which went absurdly late in this draft, there are the tools to have a very good Mono Red deck. I mean, I started off Torbran into Annex and then kind of never looked back, but you can definitely get the tools, and there's like extra tools that I didn't even use that maybe, yeah, you can use in your own draft. They're really cool, powerful stuff. But yeah, I think that this is going to do it for this draft video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Remember, thanks again to Wizards of the Coast for featuring me this week and for all of the free packs and gems and helping promote my content, all that good stuff. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel in the comment section down below, leave hashtag Mono Red Strikes Again to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video, or hashtag Ferocidon Clutch, because that was the closest game we came to losing. You can also subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions or feedback. Check out the Twitch stream at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Join the free Nicolai Bolas community Discord server. Talk about all things Magic, Arena Cube, of course at 2021, and then you can support me directly via the Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. That's going to do it for this draft video, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.